Okay, this video I'm gonna show you how to find the end term of a sequence. So I'm gonna give you two examples. My first example here is write an expression for the apparent end term a sub n for its sequence. So I'm gonna write an expression. Well, this is a sequence. It is um, a function. So I'm gonna say f of n something. Okay. So now the given is I have 1, 3, 5, 7. Well, if you make a t-table on this, if this is your n, this is your f of n, right? So we will have, so if it's your n, this is your terms, a sub n. I'm going to change this to a sub n. So 1, my first term is 1. If n is 1, my first term is 1. So meaning first term. Mean first number, first n is 1. If my n is 2, I have a 3. A sub n is 3. My term is 3. If I'm on the third, my term is 5. If I have 4, my term is 7. Then on and on and on. Right? So if you look, as the n goes up by 1, the term goes up by 2. See? From here to here, it's 2. From here to here, it's 2. So if you want to predict the next one, I bet this is a 9. So if you're in the fifth, your term is 9. If you're in the sixth, your term is 9 plus 2 because the constant rate is 2. 9 plus 1 is 11. And on and on and on. So thus, we can now form our the pattern. There is a pattern. Okay, so the pattern is, if you look at this, as n goes up by 1, a sub n goes up by 2, correct? So let's write a pattern, a function here. So therefore, the function here would be, then I should say, f of an the pattern is 2 for every n, right? Plus, let's say if this is 0, so you go back to 0. So then that must be, you go back here by 2. So this, you're here at 1. You go back 1, 1, because it needs to be from here to here, it needs to be at 2. So what is this? That if I add 2 will give me a 1. So you have, now here you go back 1, 2. So this must be a negative 1 if n is 0. So you go back. So it means that your y-intercept is plus negative 1. So a sub n equals 2n minus 1. This is your expression. This is now the function rule. Okay, guys? Why it's linear, right? Why it's linear? Because the first difference is constant. The, right away, there is a constant. When you get the difference from the second to the first, or from present number to the previous, it's constant. So since the first difference, the first difference here, because 3 minus 1 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2. So the first difference is constant. Thus, it is linear. So you write y equals mx plus b. So that's why our m is 2. Our b, which is the y-intercept, is -1. How would you get the -1? You go back one step before by following the pattern here. Okay, guys?